All right, journey journal, right? Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Super grateful, super thankful, honored to be right here in front of self, right? Because, like I said, I'm always, if I'm talking to the camera, I'm talking to myself. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. I'm super grateful, super thankful. The journey, right? Not even a dream journal, because the dreams been coming in, but they've been coming in to where it's like by the time I get up, I can't even recall, most of the dream. There's probably some really powerful parts, but it's not where I guess they're fully present. I guess I am there present, but not fully, right? So I haven't really been doing any dreams, and if I've posted anything, these are things that I've already had, that that I've already done. And then so I'm just going through like videos and stuff, because I have a bunch of videos I put on my computer that are powerful, and then I'm just like, damn, I should have did them to my phone, but it's all good, right? So here, right now at this moment, it's like I've been sitting in a lot of reflection, right? Reflection is always good. And sometimes, my experiences with reflection is sometimes when I go back to reflect on things, it's just like, damn, I was in this space, or damn, I was going through this thing, or, sometimes I beat myself up during reflection, or sometimes it's just like, oh, I can't believe, I was there in this space, or allowing this thing to happen, right? And so here, right now, looking back and reflecting on the journey and what I've experienced and where I am now, right? So, before it was like when I started this food journey, when I started it, I was also at the same time clearing a lot of wounds. I was also, clearing myself from some demons that were coming up, right? And I was in detox, right? So, this is me detoxing my body from years of alcohol, years of drugs, right? Years of not eating right, not taking care of myself. So, there was a lot of energy coming up, right? So then, and at that same time, while this energy is coming up, was being guided to listen to what comes through, right? During these moments when we're going through transformation and we're clearing out junk, listen to what comes through. Does it sound loving? Does it sound like spirit? Does it sound like it's from the heart? Because, even being open and being in an awakened mind, right? And being able to channel and channel spirits and channel other energies and channel the higher self and someone else's higher self, right? There's a lot of stuff that comes through, right? So it was about me really discerning, really listening, what's coming through. Is this truth or not? Is it for me? Is it one of these energies that are on their way out? The one that has something to say or wants to tell me something, to put me in a space, right? Or to make me think that something is about to happen or something's coming, and at the same time it's not, right? So it was a lot of discernment on what comes through, to really listen, because sometimes, even especially for people that are barely waking up, or people that are barely tapping into their gifts, be mindful of what comes through, right? Like Spirit always tells me, take it in, but don't receive it as truth until you experience it, until you see it become truth. And it's like, okay, truth, right? Because we don't realize a lot of stuff that comes through, we get told all these things. Like I've had where they've came in and told me a bunch of drama and a bunch of junk, and I'm just like, Spirit, like, whoa, really? That wasn't spirit. That was these energies that were moving out and moving through. You know what I'm saying? So I was experiencing a lot of that for probably about 2 months, right? And this comes from, like I said, these energies that are leaving, foods we're eating, right? People we experience, because when we experience somebody, this is, their energies or whatever they're carrying, or whatever stuff they're going through, this will trigger something within yourself that wants to come out too. It's like, oh, my twin is over there, right, in a space. Oh, they're matching energy. It's time for me to come out. Let me speak, right? Let me say something, right? And you're just like, whoa, where'd this come from, right? Where did these energies and stuff come from? So, I've been sitting here a lot in discernment of what comes through, right? And what comes through the mind, because we don't realize even all the programming we experience through TV, flipping through Facebook, flipping through Reels, right? Flipping through TikTok, flipping through Instagram, right? And flipping through videos, and how all this also affects what comes through for us. Because at the same time, we're in this space, we're downloading these things. This is stuff getting downloaded to the mind. So then the energy will pop up. It's just like when I sit there and try to watch videos would watch the reels or watch, TikTok, after a while, I'm just like, even if it's funny or it's cute or it's adorable or, some of it's drama, right? But some of it's cute and adorable and it's funny. But at the same time, I get a headache where I'm just like, oh, spit, fuck, I gotta clear this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta clear this energy. So, so here lately, it's just like I said, been really discerning, right? What is for Jack, and also too, it's like sometimes how we feel like everything's flowing and we're just in this amazing new energy and everything's just gonna be good now, and then all of a sudden it's like blah 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 blah, blah, all this stuff starts coming down. Not so much coming down literally, but then it just feels like some things start to slow, right? And you're trying to make something happen and it's just like, why is it not coming, spirit? Like, I'm asking for it, I'm doing what I need to do. And at the same time, we don't realize these celestial bodies, right? Retrogrades and whatever's going on with the planets, all that comes into play too. Also, what else? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Also, what else comes into play is when we're going through transformation. When we're clearing out so much stuff, well, then everything, it's like laying the pieces down to the puzzle. What first, the puzzle's not all together. You got to match pieces first. So this is in a space, right? Energetically and energetically, right? There's no other way. I'm like, there's another way to say it. No, energetically, everything falling into place and matching and putting the pieces together. So then sometimes we're waiting because it's that one piece where you're just like, I know it's here. I know it's here, Spirit. I need this space to keep, I need this piece to keep going. And and it's right there, right there in front of us, right? And just allowing those things to fall into place the way that they do. Because what I've been experiencing here lately, right? Because I got some stuff that I'm working on, right? Not people, but things that I want to flow into my life. I've been working on them, right? So what I've been experiencing a lot is anxiousness. Prayers, right? Let me send healing to that real quick. Prayers and healing to the anxiousness energy, right? When it comes over us, and sending healing prayers, sending that Reiki energy out, to anybody who experiences it or experiences it once in a while, who's experiencing it now, who's not experiencing it, may experience it later, and to anyone who's not experiencing it, blessings to you, right? Grateful, right? And the worries that come with that, right? Because there's other things that are attached to that anxiousness and wanting something to hurry up and happen and waiting on something, right? It's just it was to a point where it's like, okay, I've learned to like be really calm during these situations, and I've learned to like handle this the way that I need to, right? And then all of a sudden okay, Spirit, some shit will happen, and not some shit, but some things will happen. Then I'm sitting there like, come on, Spirit, come on, Spirit. Like, and then it's just like another day, like I gotta wait another day, situations. And I guess it's me still, in the process, because, there's levels to this shit, right? There's levels to the growth. There's levels to this consciousness. There's levels to us allowing things to flow, right? In any space that we work in, right? And anything that we're doing, anything that kind of overtakes us for the moment, and then it gets annoying to us, right? All this is all processes. You know what I'm saying? All this is, it's the levels that we learn to understand when these things happen, and how to just be super at peace. And it's not the easiest thing, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's so easy, and I'm just patient and I just wait. Like, no, sometimes when you want something to fucking happen, you're like, come on, Spirit, like, get it done, right? And physically, when you're making something happen, because if I'm doing it with my hands, it's done, right? But then when the universe is bringing something, thank you, Spirit, when the universe is bringing something in, we have to allow that flow. We have to allow that process. You know what I'm saying? So this is when for me, right, that I'm experiencing right now, is a good time for me to just be still, be patient, even though you're super excited, because you want this to be a done deal. You want things to be set for you, and you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be excited about that, because you already are. And I feel like that's what it is. I think because I'm so excited about it, right? I'm excited for that moment when it's just like, yes. And I'm like, okay, speed, like, and I can just scream, right? So I think that's where I've been getting the anxious feeling, right? Then also, thank you, Spirit. Then also what I realized is that, like, my mom, she just got her new place, right? So I've been going over there helping her, and just tending to her in her new place because she's by herself and she gets scared. So I've been going and staying with her for a couple of days and then coming back home. And then it's like when I'm over there, I'm so peaceful. I'm so nonchalant. I'm not anxious. I'm not, and if I do feel it, it's not heavy. Once I get here home, once I get to my place, it feels heavier. So, I sat down and I asked Spirit, I was just like, so Spirit, like, why is it just when I'm here? So Spirit said, it's because the energy, and I'm in apartments, right? My mom's in a house, right? So the energy here where I'm at, so a lot of people probably anxious. There's a lot of people probably wanting something to come through for them, or, just the energy is different here. Even though, I do everything possible to keep my house and the energy in my house right, which it is, but it's also all the surrounding energies. I am an empath, right? So it could be me picking up these other energies, and it could be whatever other people are experiencing. I'm experiencing it because there's still parts of myself that get anxious. There's still parts of myself that are, what's the word, Spirit? That are impatient. Thank you, Spirit, right? That's the word, Jack. Are impatient. So then the parts of myself that I didn't realize are still impatient, that's coming out, right? The energy within me that's still coming out, right? So it's not sitting here just blaming it on the area and just blaming it. And, I'm not blaming it on the area. Let me not do that, right? But at the same time, this is just the vibration that flows right here, right? So it's me being aware of that vibration because, like I said, I notice when I'm at my mom's, I don't feel it. Then once I get here, I'm just like, looking at my phone, what time is it, Spirit, and in this space, right? So, I'm really grateful, right? I'm really grateful to sit here and to be aware, right, in those spaces. I'm really grateful to sit here and be in awareness to when I experience those things and where within me, thank you, Spirit, where within me am I experiencing that from? Like, what is inside of me? Is there a wound? Is there something? And from what I got from it was, just me waiting, it was the wound of me waiting for things to happen and then they don't happen, right? Because I've experienced it a lot. What I'm saying? I've been in some spaces, I've been in some places, my energy wasn't right. I was lost. So at those times, there was things I'm waiting on won't show up. Oh, it's not coming. Oh, you didn't get it. Or, and I experienced a lot of this. So it was me finding those wounds. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I honor you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. Me finding those wounds and finding those times and those moments and those things that where I was let down. Thank you, Spirit. People, places, and things where I was let down. And this is where this impatientness was coming from. You know what I'm saying? I had to really, a lot of times when we're experiencing an energy, really sit down because there's a whole deeper part to that one energy you're feeling that could be on the surface, but what's underneath that? What's underneath that feeling impatient? What is underneath the worries? What is under that? Because you've always had to worry. You know what I'm saying? You always had to worry about if something was going to get taken care of, or if it doesn't, or if something's going to get here on time, and it doesn't, those are wounds. You know what I'm saying? Levels to these wounds, right? Levels to these things that we don't realize. This has an effect on us sometimes when we're waiting for other things. Even though this happened 10 years ago, that's still a wound we experienced because something didn't come forth that we were wanting to come, that we were excited about, and it didn't happen. So then this is me sitting here, like I said, what Spirit showed me. I pulled a card for myself from my crystal mandala deck, and it was called support, divine support, right? So this is Spirit coming through and letting me know, don't worry. It's like, pray on it. Ask and you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Ask and you shall receive, right? They're like, you didn't really ask for it either. I'm just like, it's going to come. I know it without asking the universe, right? Without asking Spirit, without asking God, without asking my guides, without asking the higher self, right? Without asking my ascended masters, right? To help bring this forth for me, right? And to also show me where I had wounds. Thank you, Spirit. Where I had wounds that I was needing to clear, that I was needing to realize, well, you have wounds of being let down, of something not coming through for you. These are wounds that you're clearing from. These are things you're releasing, right? This is stuff that's showing up for you. This is why you're so anxious. This is why you're worried. Not because you don't trust the universe, because I do, but it's because of every time that you didn't get that I didn't get something that I was waiting for. every time that I got let down, every time something didn't go through for me, every time I was so excited and so pumped, and yes, this is going to happen, and then it did. This is all the stuff that was surfacing for me. And I didn't realize it was from feeling this anxiousness, right? For these things that I'm working on right now. And thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So healing, right? And I send healing for that. Yeah, let's do that, right? I send healing to anybody who's ever been let down, anybody who's ever prayed, or not prayed, but waited for something and it didn't come forth for you. Person, place, or thing, anytime you're waiting on something and it didn't show up when you needed it. Somebody telling you they're going to do something for you and they don't. Applying for jobs and they don't come through, right? Anybody who's experienced any of that energy, I send love, I send healing, I send healing to those wounds, I send healing to those places, and I just send beautiful love energy to that, right? We're sending love to that, love to those wounds, right? Allow the love to sink in and dig out whatever that wound is and push it out of your auric field, right? Thank you, Spirit, right? Calling that energy in of healing, right? And I'm super grateful. And so wounds, right? Wounds and stuff that I've been experiencing, because it's just been like I said, it's like every time I'm going through something, it's like it takes me a couple of days, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, Spirit is okay. This is what this is. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. I receive you. I receive you. This is me needing to really, this is where we become mindful, right? This is where I become mindful of what wounds I'm needing to heal through right now and what I'm healing through right now, right? Like I said, I took a break from all the healing. I took a break from, all the stuff that I was clearing and moving, because sometimes we have to take a break and pull ourselves back because you can get burned out, right? So this was me taking a break, and now things are starting to surface. So then Spirit's like, okay, it's time to go back to work. Time to get back to work, Jack. We love you. We honor you, right? And I honor Spirit. I honor y'all guys. I'm so grateful, right? And I just wanted to come on real quick and just share some of the journey and share some of the healing. Thank you, Spirit. Some of the healing that I'm experiencing right now, right? Some of the healing that I'm experiencing right now, and what I'm moving through, right? Because, I know we experience it in some kind of way, and maybe you don't, but maybe this is just awareness for you, right? To help somebody else who's going through something, right? And I won't keep y'all guys too long. I just wanted to come on and just share some of my journey with y'all, and let y'all guys know I love y'all. Send that Reiki love to y'all, right? Sending love to those wounds, y'all. Set it in that heart chakra, y'all, to them wounds. And I love y'all guys so much. Super grateful for y'all. And I'll see y'all guys next time. Peace.